What's up, y'all? You're now tuned in to the Just a Tip podcast. And it is what, 6:44?
Yes, it is.
And you know the vibes. It's me and Javion Bishop.
We here.
We not playing fair. You see the king, boy. Hey, shout out to Slay by Renee. I hit her up last minute. That's why you got to have friends in like high places.
Yeah.
Right? Let's set this right here. She hooked your boy up. And she was like, I was like, hey, podcast is at 6:30. I was like, hey, yeah. Can you give me a retwist? I was like, she was at her aunt's, man, because her grandma came into town and
That's
shit.
crazy. Wow.
And she was like, I got you. Yeah, and she hooked me up. So with the first retwist, my goddess and Goddess JG actually retwisted my hair. But my shit frizzed so fucking much and it started getting annoying to me.
Yeah.
So hopefully this one lasts longer.
Yeah.
But how this Texas heat and the slavery heat we have right now, it might leave a dude dare I say it, a dead man. Dare I say it? So that's a perfect fucking segue.
That's a perfect
how I did
segue.
that.
Yeah.
Because damn, y'all about to hear my keys and shit. But Javion Bishop, we said we're gonna break down his album. So now we're gonna break down the song Deadman. That's why I said it like that. So we're gonna definitely do that. This episode, I do got a sponsor, but I'm using it for the next episode because I want their product here too.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna put their Twisted Apparel gonna be sponsoring the next episode. So shout out to Twisted Apparel.
Shout out Twisted for real. Thank you for sponsoring.
You feel me? I'm out here working, and I got hella supporters. So shout out to my supporters.
And we love all y'all for real. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting, sponsoring in any capacity, watching the behind the scenes, all that for real.
Facts. Another thing too. We're still working on the cipher, and the only reason we only have the cipher this week is because we don't have flyers. We ain't make no flyers. We ain't make no fucking flyers. We didn't make no fucking flyers.
Hey, we gonna get to it. We got a tip for the cipher for sure.
Yeah.
And if you're anybody watching this that's interested in joining the tip for cipher, just hit me a tip, and we'll talk about it. We're gonna get this together.
Yeah. Shout out to Bella the speaker. I did her show. She did a prior show. Definitely out of my element. Not even gonna lie to you. Definitely out of my element. But it was a great show. Great poets. That this one chick, her fiance was the camera woman.
Yeah.
And she was up in there doing a motherfucking Thug Thizzle dancing. It was this other rapper. Dude was nice.
Yeah.
So shout out to Bella Speaker and what she's doing at Lounge 33. Another thing, we about to jump into Deadman. What were your thoughts when you was making that track? Tell me how it came about. And the people of Tippville, USA.
Okay, so Deadman is the 6th song on Nirvana, and
does number 6, Deadman 6?
Nah.
So okay,
I ain't go that far. And
you know what? I didn't lie. I said we're gonna bring us drinks. I brought us drinks.
Yeah, he did. He came through. This shit is great.
Yeah. So I have flavored water and
I got flavored water.
I don't know what he got, but I know what I got. But
yeah, so Deadman, really, like I said the last time we talked about the album, it's a whole actual plot line, story based plot line to Nirvana that I haven't really divulged yet in the public eye. But Deadman is kind of it's multiple things. First of all, I like to say Deadman after listening to it for so long, because Deadman was one of the first songs I made for Nirvana, no cap. I made that shit in August of last year.
Okay.
So yeah, I've had Deadman for a while, and after sitting with it for that long, listening to it now, reflecting backwards, that shit feels like a prayer to me, honestly. Just reaching out to myself is really crazy. But to get into like the actual reason, like the process of me making the song and like what it's about, there is, and it's gonna have a lot to do in the next few years. Y'all are gonna see what I had up my sleeve. But yeah, the the actual story of the album, it the protagonist of the album is the Voyager. That's why it starts off with the legend of the Voyager. But for simplification terms, let's just say I'm the Voyager. Okay. So it starts off with me, the Voyager, dying. Like the intro to the album, like if you listen closely to the lyrics, it's about like a shift in consciousness and being from one person to another. It's like find your way to my home, be in my body, I'll be with you to the moment you gone. I hope that day doesn't come until I see you again or something. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about the shifting power and shifting consciousness between two people. And basically the whole theme, to summarize it together, is like kind of my higher self kind of committing a sacrifice so that I could live with the same knowledge that my higher self had. But Deadman is the point in the album where I realize, oh shit, I have died. So like with that, in that moment of realizing that, damn, I've already passed the boundary. You know, I'm the thing that's supposed to keep us. You know what I'm saying? Like I've already passed that thing that's supposed to stop me. It's like, well, shit. And also, it's kind of I wanted to do an animated video for Deadman where I'm just like falling through space on fire.
Falling through space on fire.
Yeah, because like,
are you a fire sign?
Honestly, I think I'm an air sign. Aren't Libras an air sign?
I think so.
I'm pretty sure Libras are air signs. Yeah, but the reason I wanted to have it, me falling through space and on fire, is like crash landing back on Earth on some crazy shit. Like, even though I've already, conquered death, gone beyond the grave, seen it all, like, when you really get into... Damn, you're going to make me have to unpack this whole shit.
Unpack this shit real quick.
So when you really listen to Arrival is my favorite song of the album because, like, it's the most climactic part of the album. And
I love the intro to Arrival.
Man, I had to do that because it's the most important song. Like, I had to put everything I could on that song to make it real, like with the saxophone, the intro, like the voice talking to you, like all of that shit. And like even I produced some of like Arrival too, like the switch, the second half. I produced that.
You know what it made me think about listening to that, the Voyager, Arrival.
Yeah.
You ever seen The Fifth Element?
No, actually.
You've never seen?
No.
Go watch The Fifth Element. Chris Tucker, amazing in that movie. Bruce Willis is in that movie.
Ooh.
It's like Debo is in that movie. Definitely go check out, and then that, and then the one Eddie Murphy was in space, the Adventures of Pluto Nash. Those two movies. Okay. Go check those out. But that's what it kind of remind me of. Listening to the Arrival, because it's like you're now. You know.
And folks want to talk about everybody doing their house music and all that. That's what y'all keep saying, that music, man. Listen. No, I dropped Arrival on May 6th. But anyways, back to what I was saying. Like the second half of Arrival, like if you really listening to what I'm talking about, like it's right before that beat switch where I'm rapping from that perspective and there's no drums and I'm just like, you lack faith, you lack vision, you lack heart, too unequipped, too unfit to be God. I was like literally having an encounter with like what my old perception of God was. Like my faith in whatever it is that I believe in, you know what I'm saying, before I had this encounter was forever changed. And the reason being is because it was not a friendly confrontation. I'll tell you that. Basically in non-bullshitting terms, I'm not gonna lie, Arrival is about me arriving in I guess what most people would call heaven, and then being reprimanded because I'm not supposed to be there. And
bro, you know what that sound like? Have you seen what's that Disney movie with Jamie Foxx with like Soul?
so yeah.
That, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy. I never drew that parallel. That's
For
crazy.
real?
Yeah, I never drew that parallel. That's crazy. You just said that. Just
No, man, bro, a lot of people don't fucking know, bro. I think constantly, bro.
Yeah.
Like I talk to myself. You can call me crazy. I don't give a fuck.
I don't.
Like,
Yeah, because I talk to myself in public. Because what the fuck are you gonna do about it? What are you gonna do about it?
So I was like, that's why I was like saying Adventure of Pluto Nash, like the Fifth Element, and now even sold by you saying that because
he wasn't supposed to be there. Yeah, facts.
And then he kept trying to come back.
Yeah, facts.
Then he actually, if you see the movie, go see Soul. If you haven't seen the movie, I think it was like 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
If you haven't seen it, go see it. It's definitely a movie you should watch.
Yeah.
Continue, please.
But yeah, it's basically I wasn't supposed to be there, cause I didn't meet the standards. I didn't meet, what it is I'm supposed to be. But then when that beat switches and like I start rapping like super aggressively about like freedom and shit, it's like the moment that I fought back on some crazy shit. Cause the way that shit really went, I'm not gonna lie, Nirvana, the story that I keep saying that Nirvana's about it's all just this long ass dream that I had one day. And then when I woke up from the dream, like it just really inspired me. I was like, I could really turn this into something creative. Shout out to Jean, because I wasn't even gonna make this album. He told me, if you turn that dream into an album, it would be your best shit, right? And I was like, that's crazy.
I'm
not pussy though, so I'll do it.
I like how you said that you're not pussy though. To me, just listening objectively, this is your best album.
Yeah.
Because it's no skips.
Yeah.
Because of how you do the story.
Yeah. And so all of that being said, like the whole spill on, because to talk about Deadman in full, I got to talk about Arrival the Way in full, because they just go together, like directly. So like basically the whole spill on it is like this whole journey through the album from top to bottom is just like me with all my knowledge of self and all my love and all my infinite being and all my power with literally my higher self, my spirit guide, walking me through it all. Like, and in that moment when we made it to heaven or Nirvana, you know what I'm saying? When we made it there and weren't accepted, like what ended up happening is my higher self, my spirit guide, which is actually a woman, she sacrificed herself, which is another reason why there's only primarily women featured in strong narrative parts. Like why Jade is singing at the end of 888, because like I said last time, 888 was supposed to be the outro. Jade singing at the 888 at the end of 888 was just, she's a talented individual. Shout out Jade. Love her music. She just dropped a song 2 days ago or 3 days ago. It's what day is it? It's 26th? Yeah, it's the 26th. She just dropped a song 4 days ago. She dropped on the 22nd. So go stream that. Jade. Jade.
Go stream that.
Yeah, stream it. And yeah, she's amazing. We actually went to the studio together. I paid for the session and I went to watch her lay that shit down because she's that talented. I believe in her. She's amazing. It was breathtaking. Shout out Wristlock for engineering that too. He's great. But yeah, I put her there as kind of like another embodiment of that spirit guide, higher self calling out to me like, come on, let's go. Let's do this shit. And that's why the album was going to be a loop and, all the other stuff that we talked about last time. Yeah, exactly. And that's also why I had Big CK on the intro, singing. Because, like, I wanted to not only collaborate and do work with these women, but also to, like, have them step in and feel that role of the presence of my higher self spirit guide on the album. And sometimes I just get tired of hearing my own fucking voice.
I got a question.
Quite frankly,
I got a question for you, right?
I got an answer.
So, flyers. Like when you have these ladies and you do you already know the ladies who's gonna already fit, or you go through a process of like elimination?
I go through a process of elimination, and not just for like ladies that I work with, really anybody that I work with, because I know so many musicians that like sometimes I apologize to all my music homies that like we said we was gonna get something done and it just didn't happen. I'm not like holding out, or it's not like I don't fuck with you or some shit. Like if I told you we gonna get something in, we gonna get something in, bro. I just sometimes when I'm creating, I have a very, very, very specific vision that goes down to the tone of people's voices, bro. Like the tone of people's voices. And something that Dejan always says is like, bro, like fuck the instruments, fuck the beat. Like your voice is the instrument. We're the instruments. Like training ourselves to be the instrument. So like I look at every rapper, singer, artist that I know as a different instrument, bro. So like
that's different. I've never heard anybody say that shit.
Right. I would have loved to like just said fuck it and have Jade do background on like all 9 songs on some shit, but like that wasn't the vision. I was like, some of this shit just needs to be me. Some of this there needs to be another voice, but not hers. Some of this needs to be another voice, but not his. Some of this needs to be another voice, but not that one. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that I went through. There was if honestly if I had gotten everybody that I tried to get on this project on here, there would be like 12 people on this shit, and there's only 9 songs. I'm not even gonna cap, and that's not saying like everybody would have had like a 16 bar verse. Some people literally would have just been like Ray is like literally Ray Morado, my nigga. Shout out 7 grams just dropped on 420. Ray Morado is on Hell doing ad libs in the background.
That's different.
He's credited too. So like, you know what I'm saying? He's credited. If you look at the writing, the writer and producer credits, he's right there. So yeah. Nah, Ray is on that hoe doing ad libs on Hell. That's like if you know Ray, like you'll hear his voice. You'll hear his voice on the chorus. And like little touches like that. I was gonna have a voice actor come on Spirit Bomb in between the area between the 2 verses, because there's a verse and then there's that audio clip and then there's a verse again. I was gonna have a voice actor originally put something right there. The intro for Arrival, I asked a person to read that for me. I asked multiple people to read that for me, and none of them one of them was like, I'm not gonna do it. And then
what?
Yeah, one of them, but the reasoning why they didn't want to do it was respectful. They was like, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit hard, but I don't think I fit. And I was like, okay,
that's real.
Cool. But
that's real.
But some of my crazy ass mind is sometimes I take things that don't fit together and put them together, because you'll be surprised what the fuck happens when you put some shit in the room together. You know what I'm saying? Because it's real easy to play a beat and be like, damn, or play a song and be like, damn, this shit hard, but are you sure you want them on that? I'd be like, bro, trust my vision. It's going to feel weird, but when we're done, this shit's gonna be classic. So like, you know what I'm saying? I really like playing with opposites and playing with things that aren't normal. That's why I made the song about me going to literally fight God and my higher self dying in the fight to save me and send me back to Earth. I made it a fucking house song. That's the type of shit that I do. You know what I'm saying? I like doing weird shit that ends up slapping, ends up being creative, ends up being different. And like, yeah, so like I had a couple of people turn down things, opportunities to be on this project, and it's all love, bro. Cause I can respect when an artist is listening to some shit that's like, I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah.
Cause I've had people send me some shit. I'll be like,
okay.
So
like
yeah.
That.
So I respect that. I mean, everybody got shit, you know what I'm saying? You can or you can't, you know what I'm saying? So I don't fault nobody for that. But like when I'm doing my process, or choosing people to be on my projects or on my songs, it's always it's gotta click like 2 instruments, bro. It's gotta click. We gotta click like 2 instruments. And anytime that I reach out to you to ask you to be on something, I'm seeing that we're going to click like two instruments.
Gotcha.
So like, trust me.
Trust him.
But to get really back to the making of Deadman, honestly, like I said, I did a really nice album booklet, guys, when I did the rollout, and it had every song had its own page and full credits and who produced it and who wrote and all that stuff. And Deadman is one of the songs on there that I did everything. I played all that guitar. And I did minimal production. It's just like a bass line at the end. Like, it's all that shit's just guitar. I didn't really. This is just the only thing I had to produce with the bass line. It's all guitar, just layered on each other. And all the singing and stuff recorded. That's all me. But like the process of making that song from scratch with my hands, just like with my fucking guitar in my room and my microphone. It needed to be that way because of how personal the song is. That's also how I feel about Smoke Trick, but we're not talking about that song right now. But I needed to
We're definitely getting into that one.
Yeah, that one's gonna take a while. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, that it was really personal, and I'm glad that I made it that way. And like, also, Deadman used to sound like shit. I'm not gonna lie. It used to sound like shit because I had like a weird fucking awakening. Like 4 months after I made the song, I was like, this mix could definitely be better. And then like I just mixed it and it sounded fucking amazing. Like, I don't know what was tripping with me like the first few times I mixed it. I don't know. I just didn't hear. I don't know. But like after like a couple of months of sitting with it, I was like, this shit could go way crazy if I mixed it better. And I did. So that's why it's good now. So but the process of making that song is just like I said, it's the moment in the story where I realized, damn, if that was God that I just fought with my higher self, and now I'm falling back to earth with the spirit and the knowledge and the power of my higher self being transferred to me as she sacrificed herself so that I could live again. You know what I'm saying? I do a lot of talking in my music about dying so you can live again.
Bro,
and
that's why, because every time I listen to it, I say, man, does this nigga die?
Yeah.
Like,
but then like you listen to the rest of the, like Hell, and I'm on Earth talking about welcome to Hell is a manifestation, and it like it was coming to that. It's like a rebirth. It's like, think of it as me coming back down. I died, now that I can live again, and I come back down. I'm seeing the world for what it really is. That's what you can really think about Hell. Is like I'm finally seeing the world for what it really is, like a manifestation of you, me, and we. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I wrote it like that, because like it was a moment where I just really finally saw the world for what it was, bro. Like as much as I grew up, you know, around struggle, as much as I grew up, you know, we was still talking about the same social issues we talking about today when I was growing up. You know what I'm saying? And
that's crazy.
And
that's just to show y'all shit really ain't changed.
Ain't shit changed, bro.
It's
ain't
an
shit
illusion.
changed. Ain't shit changed. And like I still remember the day I wrote that shit, because I heard that beat from KX and I was just like, soul. This is soul music. Like this ain't no rap. I'm not finna rap. This soul music. I was like, welcome to Hell. This is a manifestation of you. And I was just like,
and me.
On God. And
Come on, man.
And like those were the first words to come to me for that shit. And I was just like, follow the instinct. Bro. Wrote the rest. So like that, you know what I'm saying? But like that, I look at that as like my coming back and seeing this shit for what it really is. Like after having gone through the full range of human emotion and like conquering self, you know, really elevating and losing, you know what I'm saying? Losing, sacrificing, you know, failing, doing all of those things so that eventually someday I could be better, you know what I'm saying? And see the glory. And I felt like the moment when I made it back. When I died to live again. And I say that a lot in my music. And at first I wasn't entirely sure. I'm lying. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is the Tipville podcast. We don't bullshit here. At first, when I started saying that in my music, because I had been saying that, it's a song that I got with one of my little homies from a while back, where I said, it's clear you got to be willing to die for you to live again. Oh, a while back, I said that. on Afraid to Die, my first project in 2019, I said on Redemption, when they try to kill us, we come back like Jesus. Like, I've been saying shit like this for a long time. But when I was saying it then, it was straight up out of pain. Like, out of pain. Because I was like, bro, I've seen so much shit. Like, I was like, bro, I've seen so much shit. Like, I wouldn't wish this on nobody. Like, I would think that the average person would rather die than live in these shoes that I live in. That's legitimately how I felt for like the majority of my adult life. And that's why I would say things like that. But then the meaning changed when my mind started changing and my being started changing. And I was like, nah, because I was coming at it on some like shit like, dog, like this shit has pushed me to the edge to where I'm willing to die than to stay here and keep doing this shit. But like, when you get pushed that edge and you can come back from it and learn from it and grow and heal and do everything you can to fight and survive, like the war that goes on within, bro, all this shit means so much more. You know what I'm saying? And that's why, and that's why it's like a damn to be willing to die to live again. You know what I'm saying? Or having to die to live again. The ego death. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's not even, sometimes with ego, your ego don't even have to die. If you keep it in check, then that's enough. You know what I'm saying? Responsibly, that's enough. But, you know, some people don't have that luxury of being able to keep it in check and shit goes left. But, yeah, Deadman is really just a moment where I'm like, damn. It's like Dejan was saying, the whole rollout. If you go and check his tweets, you know what I'm saying? He'd be like, the baptism. This is the baptism. This is the baptism. You know what I'm saying? It really was like, literally, the lyrics are make me new, back to life. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. That's why I say Deadman feels like a prayer to me, because I'm screaming out to myself to make me new and bring me back to life. You know what I'm saying? Man, it's so much spirituality in this album, man. I could sit here and unpack this shit for hours. But yeah, Deadman is really just like about crossing back over the threshold, you know what I'm saying? Because like the album literally starts with me like crash landing in limbo. That's what the car is about, and all the other shit. It's like my whip just crash landed in limbo. And I'm like, what the fuck? Where am I? You know what I'm saying? That's what Mirrorland and all that other shit is about. Mirrorland is when I meet my other self for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Smoke Trick is when we hash it out. Like, and I really sit there and I really go inward with myself and heal and like unpack all of my shit, my trauma, and just let it go. Finally, that's what Smoke Trick is about. Me sitting with myself and just doing that. And then having done that on Smoke Trick, it's like, that's when the moment came where it's like, all right, we can move on. You know what I'm saying? That's when I made it to Nirvana on Arrival. When I finally got right within. That's when I made it. You know what I'm saying? But then when you look at it, like I told you about Arrival, when I got there, they was like, you're not supposed to be here. And it started trying to send me back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me to get here through self, you know what I'm saying? I found it within. And I get here, and everybody's like, that's not how you're supposed to do that. Why?
That's some deep shit.
Exactly, bro.
That's some deep shit, bro.
Like, you know what I'm saying? So like literally on Smoke Trick, I go through the process of literally like the life flashing before your eyes type shit, rehashing every moment, every feeling, every emotion, all my trauma, all my pain, and I let it go. You know what I'm saying? And in that moment, it's like I give myself a hug. And it's like, come on, nigga, we done found happiness. Let's go to Nirvana, bro. Let's go to Nirvana. And I go, you know what I'm saying? And on arrival, you know what I'm saying? Man, don't get me in this bag, bro. On arrival, it's like the voice recording that speaks to you in the beginning to let you know where you are, you know what I'm saying? And then I go and I start expressing what it is that like I am who I am. I'm expressing like how I got here. You know, it's like a stepping into my power. You know what I'm saying? Because we just saw on Smoke Trick, I had to hash it out with myself and heal and grow to make it to Nirvana. And then like when I'm there, it's like I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And that's when I start saying, you know, escaping human life in present time, shattered realms, I am the paradigm. Let my soul entangled in a web of lies, keep my body dangling above a fire. And like I'm just really like talking my shit, like really walking in my power, walking in the light, bruh. And then that second verse is like, just hold on, bruh. You not him, I'm him. And then that's what, you know what I'm saying? And then we duke it out a little bit, and you know what I'm saying? That third verse come in and I'm like, nah, I mean, you could do what you want to do, but I know who just pulled me out.
Yeah.
and if going back to Earth, and if you're gonna send me back to Earth, if that's what you wanted, that's cool. I'll just make sure we win the war down there. Cause I did it. And I know every person that look like me can do it too. So I'm gonna go be. And when everybody sees me be how I am, abundant. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like we can, and that third verse is really just like, I could talk about that forever. You know what I'm saying? Cause like really trying to see it, but there's something in the way. People probably don't catch that one either. Cause like Something in the Way is a Nirvana song. It's my favorite Nirvana song. And I'm not gonna lie, that pissed me off. I really liked the Batman film, but like the commodification of that's their song, Something in the Way, for that film that made it like very fucking popular this year. I got really sad because I was like, God damn it. Like my album, I literally had to cut down on the actual influence of Nirvana on my album because of how popular Nirvana was becoming again this year because of the Batman film. And I was like, niggas gonna say I'm biting, but I literally been working on this shit. So,
I was about to say, man, fuck they talking about.
So like when you hear songs like Deadman,
yeah,
it's like pure rock. Because like literally when I started this project, the direct influence was Nirvana, the band. Like Cobain and them. Like for real. I literally went to sleep one night and we're gonna see who catch this one. I went to sleep one night and I did a 26. I asked Kurt Cobain 26 times for a little bit of guidance in the next steps that I was supposed to take in creating this album. I didn't have a dream. He didn't speak to me. He didn't come to me. But I woke up with a melody in my head. And it was the melody that I went on to go ahead and switch up Smoke Trick and produce it from scratch.
No, your album, like, I don't know, man. That motherfucker touched me in a different, like, that shit. Because I'm asking these questions, I'm breaking down the album because I'm trying to see what I'm listening to. Because it definitely sounds like your journey and your personal journey of what you went through. And I wanted to know that from you because that's what I was getting from it.
It is my personal
journey. And I was
journey.
like, I was like, and again, I'll be like, damn, I'm like, nigga, my motherfucking fam been through some shit.
Yeah, exact, bro. That's what I be saying, bro. That's what I be saying. Like, I'm not the type of person, like, honestly, I'll say, because I had friends that I would used to confide in. Yeah. And like, throughout time, you know, I had to go ahead and just be on my own because I realized that a lot of the shit that I was dealing with was too heavy for even my friends. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, I can't confide in you because this shit is too much for you too. You know what I'm saying? So like, I really just had to thug this shit out on my own. And I put myself kind of through the ringer because with me, you know, taking that burden off of my friends and, you know, dealing with all my shit alone, that's what pushed me towards drugs. and not in a good way, in an abusive way. So I had to conquer addiction on top of depression and like all the crazy shit that I was going through. And all of this is happening while I'm writing Nirvana, bro. Like I OD'd while I was writing this out, while I was still working on this album. That's why on Real Life I said that. You know what I'm saying? Because that's real. The chorus of Nirvana is so, I mean, not the chorus of Nirvana. The chorus of Real Life is so real because it's the truth. Uh, real life, real life. I was trying to discover some peace. Reach out trying to heal my mind. Insurance ain't covered a fee. Liquor store at the next red light. Shit feel like something I need. Hop skip over something I like. These days I'm living in dreams because this shit can't be real life. The reason, like that line about the insurance not covering the fee and the liquor store at the next red light, I literally tried to check myself into a mental facility, bruh. But my insurance did not cover it.
Damn.
So what? The liquor store was at the next red light, nigga. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? So like, there's so much in this album, bruh. But all of this is my real life experience doubled with the story journey that I went on with my spirit guide that allowed me to have knowledge of self and finally see, power. And the power of healing, the power of manifestation, the power of affirmation, the power of doing your shadow work, the power of really tapping in and following your spirituality. So it's a double-edged sword, man. Really, it's a triple-edged sword because that's really the three places I wanted this album to hit. There's the actual story of it, like with the Voyager, meeting my higher self in the other place and going and fighting whatever your perception of God is, and because that's what arrival really is. It's not like I just went up there to the white dude with a beard and punched him in the face, but it's like whatever your perception of God is, or perception of God that isn't for you or true to you. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna say that one for a different episode of the podcast. But yeah, so there's a story of me actually doing that, like how the story went. And, and then there's just like the journey that me, Javion, I went through while writing this, because my real life reflected so much of this. Like,
because it was real life.
Because it was real life. You know what I'm saying? That's why I made the song Real Life. You know what I'm saying? Real life. The first couple of songs, the first song I made for this shit was the intro. Mm-hmm. The second song I made was Deadman. The third song I made was Mirrorland. Fourth song I made was Real Life. The first 4 songs of this album are Real Life, the intro, Deadman, and Mirrorland. Mm-hmm. And then technically Smoke Trick was already made, but I had written it. It didn't sound like that though.
Yeah.
So I guess you can throw Smoke Trick in there. Smoke Trick's the oldest song in here because I wrote it before I made any of the other shit. But like, it did not sound like that at all.
Them diamonds, boy.
Yeah,
them real diamonds.
So, but there's so much to it because like, there's the journey that I actually took me here in this realm that I took through my mind, through my heart, through my spirit, through my soul, to get me to happiness, to get me to the light, to get me to a place where I can finally say, damn, I'm okay. I'm good. So there was the journey of me finding self-love, finding, belief in myself, finding my power, coming into my spirituality, bro. Like starting to write my shit down and, all the things we talked about last episode. There's a journey of me doing that. There's the actual story of the character, the Voyager, going through all the shit that happened in that crazy ass dream that I based the album on. And then there's the third thing. It's just like, I just really wanted people to enjoy an album that isn't just like, because if you listen to all of my other work, it's great. It's fucking phenomenal. Like Jules 2 is a classic rap album. Jules, the first one, is a cult classic rap album because niggas still listen to that to this day. Niggas still be asking me like, when you gonna make some shit like this? I'd be like, bruh, I've made like 4, not 4. I've made like 3 albums better than that now. Like, come on now. But I understand. Niggas really rock with that one. So, you know what I'm saying? I got shit that you can go back and play, but I don't have nothing that really can take you to a whole different world the way Nirvana does. And I wanted to build it into something so different from anything I've ever did, because I just really wanted people to, like, with knowledge of self aside, which, if you about your stuff, then you're gonna be mad at me for saying that. But aside from the knowledge of self that resides in this body of work, I really just wanted it to be a enjoyable piece of art. And I labeled it as alternative. And I'm gonna say this. This is very important. This is one of the last things we gonna start wrapping up before after I say this one. But I labeled the album alternative on DSPs when I submitted it everywhere. I labeled it alternative. I didn't label it hip hop. And I will tell you, I can confidently tell you that is impacting how the algorithm is picking my music up and how it's getting streamed. Because if I had just put it as a hip hop album, you know, a rap album, it would be doing better. It would be doing
a lot better.
But the thing is, like, there's so much beyond just rapping in that shit, bruh.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I sing on, like, there's songs like Deadman, bro. Like, you gonna listen to Deadman and tell me it's a rap album, bruh? You gonna listen to Arrival, as nuanced as it is, with saxophones and then that crazy ass beat switch, you know, those house drums, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, all of these beautiful sonic realms that I can take you to in this one body of work. It's bigger than rap. It's bigger than rap. It's bigger than rap. You know what I'm saying? And as a rapper, I love rap. I really do. I love it. I love it. So don't take that as I'm not shitting on rap, because there's so many people that's out here spitting just talented as fuck. Yeah. You know, rap ain't dead. Rap ain't none of that other shit that people keep talking about. But me as an artist, this shit was bigger than just music to me. Like, that's why I had to go back and correct myself, because I'm not saying like rap ain't. No, I love rap. Trust me. I'm not one of them niggas. This shit was bigger than music to me. This shit is bigger than a genre to me. This shit is bigger than, you know what I'm saying, DSPs, platform. Like, this shit, I had to get this shit out, bruh, so people could hear this. I don't care how. You know what I'm saying? This shit is, one of my affirmations that I write down, I asked for, or I tell myself that I'm going to do everything I can to help save souls via any medium I choose. And what I say that for is because sometimes showing up doesn't mean, you know, writing a song about it. Sometimes showing up just means being there present, you know what I'm saying, for some shit. I can help some people save themselves just by being there or having a conversation. Or if I take a job at a certain place, I can help somebody.
Facts.
Or if I go here, you know what I'm saying? Like, via any medium, I'm just a vessel for the light. I'm just a vessel for the light. So I'm going to help save souls via any medium I choose. I write that in my affirmations every day.
On that note, we got to pay a couple of bills before we dip out this thing.
For sure.
We definitely going to finish this up because this conversation need to be had. But shout out to Lead by Example. Last week, they sponsored the episode. They on my live right now, so shout out to them. Shout out to my boy Sosa off of Spaces. Shout out to before I go, and it's got to be the last thing. Shout out to my boy LST and White Mike. It was a lot of capping in our basketball group chat. And I'm just going to say, I know a person who got 6 victories and 0 losses today. Personally. So shout out to my boy Jay.
Shout
Tip,
out.
Doug, man, and the best in the gym, Cam. With that being said, Tipville, Javion Bishop, the Just the Tip podcast. We out this bitch. Peace and hair grease, motherfuckers.
For sure.
And check out the retwist.
Yeah.
Slay by Renee.
Check out the album too. Link in my bio. All platforms.
And he got flyers.
Yeah, we gonna have flyers. I got flyers up on my page. For sure.
Flyers.
We flyer.
Then y'all.